What's good, bro? So a lot of people really need to stop the cap, right? Stop telling lies to yourself. Stop telling lies to people you know. Stop telling lies to your friends, family. And of course, there's a boundary, right? You don't perhaps want to be brutally honest to a stranger. But if it's somebody you care about, they need to hear the truth from an outside perspective. Because sometimes they can't see the truth for themselves. Being able to see the truth takes perspicacity, and it takes brutal honesty with yourself. So, let me tell you a story. I have a friend, and this friend is dating a girl, right? And it's interesting because this friend has never really brought this girl around me. I've never seen this girl, and if anything, I just hear about her. Like, I'll hear this and this happened, this and that happened, and I'm like, oh, word, cool. And there was one time when I was asking the person, like, yo, I'd like to meet your girl. Can I meet her? And he's like, yeah, unenthusiastically. And maybe I'm recollecting the story wrong, but at the end of the day, when I reflect back on the silent movie and I think about, okay, well, even if he said yes, even if he said no, doesn't matter. What was the action that followed? Did I end up meeting this person? And the answer was no. So for a long time, I had just been thinking like, all right, well, how do I bring it up to this person, right? How do I tell him what I honestly feel? Because here's the truth. If you're anywhere from 18 to 22 as a man, your value is as low as it's ever gonna be. You probably haven't started going to the gym yet, or if you have, it's only been like a year at the most. You haven't been consistent, maybe. You don't have a consistent job. You don't have a way to provide. Men are viewed as success objects. So in order to be at the highest level of yourself, you have to be successful. So with this guy and his girl, I realized that there was something funny going on because I claim to be a close friend with this person, but this person has been dating this girl for like 2 years. I've never seen them. So I'm like, you tell me if you think that's interesting, because I did. And so I realized that there was something going on, and I told the person, I just told him honestly, like, look, two things, right? One, I told him, I say this with caution, I say this with love, because I see the potential that you have as a person. I think you can do better. That's all I said. I walked around it as much as I possibly could. I told him all of the caveats, the caveat being, I don't know what their personality is like, his girl, because I've never met her. But based on what I have seen, based on the pictures I've seen, I think you can do better. And it's easy to take that the wrong way, right? Because somebody's telling you that the partner that you've chosen isn't the one for you. And you're like, what the fuck? But the reality is there's something beautiful in the idea that you can do better. It's innate. It's not, oh, this person is whatever you might call them. It's not like, oh, this is a low quality person. It's like, no, this is about you. You can do better. You just don't see it yet. So it was a hard conversation, but I realized that sometimes we need to have hard conversations. They can't always be easy. And if you're my friend, I would want you to be completely honest with me. Tell me my hair looks a mess. Not playing. Nah, but tell me, like, if something I'm doing isn't in the best light, is it going to reflect bad, or is it going to reflect well on me? tell me. Miyamoto Musashi says, think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. So I try to do that with my people. And I try to forget about how uncomfortable this might make me feel having this conversation and just be truthful. Because sometimes the truth hurts, but more often than that, the truth helps. So be truthful. Peace.